We are about 5 minutes from tip in Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving will not play, obviously, because it's in New York. Kevin Durant will. And then the question mark that is the third star on this Nets team, which is Ben Simmons, the man who knows all, is our NBA insider extraordinaire, Adrian Wojnarowski. Woj, what are we expecting now as far as Ben Simmons' return?
Hey, Greeny, it's been a frustrating process in this month since Ben Simmons' trade from Philadelphia. He has not been able to stay on the floor in his ramp up here to try to return. That back injury has kind of led to him being a little bit up and down in this process. He's still doing 1-on-0 workouts, just shooting. The hope is that they can continue to strengthen that back. He can get closer to being able to come back, but they don't have a definite date, a timeline yet for Ben Simmons. He's got to show that he can get past these back problems, the pain, and get toward playing. And remember now, Kyrie Irving, they're going to be without him for 11 of the final 15 games as things stand right now. And you have a mayor today in New York City who, when asked at a public briefing about Kyrie's status, said, hey, Kyrie Irving can play tomorrow if he gets vaccinated. Now, the signals privately from the mayor's office has led many to be optimistic that at some point Kyrie Irving could be a full-time player yet, but it hasn't happened. And last thing, this is a Nets team now. You look at the standings. Right now, they're matched up in the play-in with Toronto, where they'd have to go on the road and play the Raptors. Well, Kyrie Irving would not be able to play in Canada, so the Nets would be going on that play-in game without him. But you see Cleveland in the standings with all their injuries. They're falling. And so, listen, there's a lot at stake right now. They need to get Kyrie Irving back as a full-time player, and they need to get Ben Simmons on the floor. And right now, there is no clear timeline yet on when that's going to be.
I think it's reasonable to say no team, no contender has ever found itself in a situation quite like this. Woj, outstanding. And as I come back over there, Stephen A., what is your reaction? We do not appear to be particularly close as we see the remaining games that Kyrie Irving will be able to play as currently constituted. But let's go back to the Simmons of it all for a moment. Stephen A., what is your reaction to this continuing holding pattern we have with Ben Simmons?
It's both sad and pathetic. And I'm utterly disgusted by it. Ben Simmons would be more of a sympathetic figure if I heard otherwise, that he wasn't looking to get the money back that he may have lost by not playing games this season. But last time I checked, he's still in pursuit of that money when you know you didn't play a game. It's utterly ridiculous. It's disgraceful. And I'm sick and tired of some people out there walking around like this is a sympathetic situation. You are on the bench in street clothes. You're traveling with the team. You're hanging with the team. You're high-fiving people and all of this other stuff. But somehow, some way, you can't get yourself on a basketball court. It's pathetic. And I don't want to hear anything about a back. You ain't played since last June. What the hell you do? Slip in the tub? What you do? You playing golf and twisted your back or something? Mike Wilbon, you know about that. I don't know. All I know is that it's inexcusable and somebody needs to call him out on it.
June 20th of last year was the last time he played in an NBA game. So there's the question on the screen right now. Jalen, will the Nets right now have a better chance to win the championship if they got Kyrie full-time or if they got Ben Simmons back?
Full-time Kyrie.
Yes.
And make it make sense. Kyrie lives in New York, plays for the Nets, can't play for the home team, yet he could go watch Duke play in Barclays in the Garden and go have a front row seat at the Barclays today.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. With that being said, they're going to need Kyrie because remember now, when I say Giannis is the best player, it's because they beat the Nets last year. Now, we're shaping this up now for Kevin Durant not to have Simmons and to have a partial Kyrie, which seems to be an early exit for the Nets.
They're not winning without those two guys.
Both of them.
Both. They have to have Kyrie. I completely agree with Jalen.
Yeah, so do I.
If you have Kyrie with Kevin Durant, you got a shot at beating anybody. But you need Kyrie. Of the games we just had up on the screen, the 4 games with Kyrie,
right?
They're going to be 2-2 in those games with Kyrie. So now you're talking about okay, so they beat the Magic, yes. At Grizzlies, at Heat. By the way, they could be 1-3 in those games. Could be. So they need Kyrie. The Ben Simmons thing now, it's like a Saturday Night Live skit. You don't know what you're going to get with him. You don't know what the value is and how can they count on winning.
Except it isn't funny. All right, we will see. Again, it's the Nets and the Knicks getting set to go. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.